Hey guys, so with the main mixer down, we have a little bit of distortion on the podcast today. Sorry about that.
It's alright.
Stew in my own juices for a while.
Yeah,
I can handle it.
Sometimes you have to. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the StreamVoid podcast, episode 94.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's better.
Sorry, I threw you off your game.
Totally threw me off.
My apologies.
I am MikeyT, and of course, across from me is KurbStomped.
Hello.
You can find us everywhere under our respected monikers.
Yes, sir.
And you are listening to the StreamVoid podcast. This is a show about life and video games and everything in between.
Yep. It's
Welcome
true.
to the show. It is the 20th of August.
God damn, is it already 20th August?
20th of August, 2022.
Doesn't feel like summer. There wasn't enough smoke.
That's actually quite nice.
Yeah,
I
for a
find that to
change.
be very.
It's a refreshing
very nice.
change after like the last 6 years of just burning province every year.
Yeah,
Yeah, no doubt.
I know it's crazy.
Yeah.
How was your week?
How was my week? My week was fine. Work was the same as usual. I'm in the midst of like getting ready to do the big orders for next year, like getting they're called the bookings, so to buy the stuff for next year. So we have to do inventory beforehand to make sure we're getting what we need or whatever.
Yeah.
And I came back off my days off and I got an email about how they want to do inventory and like okay, we're going to do it like this way and that way and this way. We had a meeting about it. This is what we're going to do. I'm like, man, I'm a key fucking part of this. Like, why wasn't I there for this fucking meeting? Like, what is wrong with you? So anyways,
It's because you're a part-timer.
I looked at the email and I couldn't even understand what she was writing because she's just bad at everything. So I had to like phone around to the other stores and ask like, what does this mean? Like, what does this part of this thing mean? And they'd be like, oh, that's what this means or whatever. And I'm like, wow, she did a very bad job explaining everything here. So yeah, whatever. So we're working on that. And then other than that, it was just, I talked to the owner about what's going on and everything. And I mean, he didn't know what was going on. So I was like, yeah, I've learned nothing and like whatever. I was like, oh, we should have a meeting about this. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever.
No, they have it without you.
Whatever you say. But then we were talking about some other stuff. Like we had this guy working for us in the fishing department. And unfortunately, when we hired him, the boss was just like, okay, we'll just keep him in the fishing department. He can just do fishing, nothing else. It's busy time of year or whatever. Which was a mistake because he didn't know how to do anything else. And then when it was like the busy time was over, we'd be like, okay, you have to stock these shelves now. He would be just like, no, I'm in fishing. Be like, no, now you're stocking shelves. So it was like a whole thing. Anyways, he finally, I don't know if he quit or was fired. It's hard. I mean, like he stopped showing up.
Oh, okay.
But then they're talking like he was fired. But I was like, why would we fire him if he stopped showing up? Anyways, because if we fire him, I guess it was fire with cause, but he could always claim for EI and then we're on the hook for it or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's gone and like he was not doing, well, whatever. It was not doing a very good job in the fishing area with like, we have our storage area and I'd go down there and it'd be just like all like, I mean, it would be like, you'd think like when you're working, right? And it's like, okay, I have a box and I have to take like 5 items out of it. I got to put it on the shelf.
Yeah.
Oh, I only have room for 2 items. You'd think like, okay, let me rearrange, put the 5 items together. He would be like, no, I'll put 2 here and then I'll put 2 over here and then I'll leave 1 in the box on the ground. So they're just like spread out all over the storage area. You can't find anything.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready to do these orders. So I was like, I'm going to go down there and spend time straightening it up, figuring out what's down there or whatever. So I told the boss, I'm like, I want to get down there and do this. He's like, oh, it's so funny you say that. I was going to ask you to do the same thing. And I was like, it's just terrible down there. So I did that a bit this week, and that was fine. I like that. Not really dealing with customers, but still doing some stuff on the floor. I did end up dealing with customers because they'd see me walking around carrying like stuff, and they'd be, hey, do you work here? I'd be like, yes. I do.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, but it was fine. So, and then other than that, didn't do anything else really. Played some games. Finished Spyro 2.
Nice.
With Patreon stream for heck. It was a fun game. I found the end boss was much easier than the mid boss. Like you have to fight Ripto and Scorch.
Yeah.
Scorch kicked the shit out of me like a bunch of times. But then like at the end Ripto, I died I think 1 time or 2 times maybe. So, but it's like for kids game very unforgiving. I mean, it was like from the 90s, so game design has changed a lot. So it was like and then like some of the like challenges are like you have to like get these gems to unlock stuff, whatever. And it'd be like, man, how could a kid figure this out? Like, this was a kid's game, and they put these challenges in here, and it's like, holy fuck, that's pretty crazy. But you can also tell that they've made it easier than it was. It's even easier than it was in the 90s, especially some of these challenges. There's a part where you have to race this guy riding on a magic carpet. You have to chase him to where he needs to go.
Yeah.
But he throws these bombs at you, and the bomb is 1 hit, game over. You have to restart the race, right?
Wow.
And in this one, he would wait for you. So you'd go ahead and he would stop. And then when you caught up, he'd move forward. But in the original version, he just kept going. So you had to keep running through. And even with like him stopping and me being able to take my time, I still died a couple times. I can't imagine how hard it was originally when it was like you had to run full speed, getting bombed the whole time. If he gets too far away from you, it's game over.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, so I beat that, and then I guess I'm playing part 3 next month for
nice.
Patreon. So I played Dinkum last night.
Dinkum.
Yeah, it's very Animal Crossing-esque. I'm still like, I've only played multiplayer, so I have not done any progression in my own world. And then on Wednesday I played Grounded, and we were just what were we even doing? I don't even remember what we were doing. Just faffing about, basically.
Having a faff?
Having a faff. We investigated a weevil murder. There was a weevil murder.
Oh.
Yeah. We found a dead weevil, and it was like, what happened to this weevil? And we had like, we cordoned it off the whole area. I put down like a weed stem to measure the distance between the body and the weapon and stuff like that. And then I was playing with Master of None, so she was writing notes down like, oh, this guy returned to the crime scene, like maybe we better check out his motives or whatever. So it was pretty fun. I don't think I played anything else.
His alibi.
Yeah, exactly. We found his weapon there and everything, so it was a fun stream.
That's cool.
I don't think I played anything else really.
No?
I don't think so. I can't think of anything. No.
Yeah, no,
No. I didn't play Vintage Story. Still waiting for the update. And I streamed a few times last week. I was feeling, or this week, I guess. I was feeling good, so
yeah,
I could
nice.
stream. Not like the last couple weeks where it was just like, I don't feel like even laying or getting out of bed. So
I got Serena's playing Vintage Story.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was like, hey,
Wow.
play Minecraft with me. And I'm like, no, I'll play Vintage Story with you, though. And then she went out and bought it. And it's just like fully engrossed.
Yeah, dude.
Because I was like, you're going to like this.
Yeah, oh yeah,
You're gonna
big
like
time.
this. And I'm
I
like,
wonder how far she is.
I don't know. She's playing on a public server right now.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know she was having a real hard time setting up just because, it's
yeah.
like, you're dead. Well, head back to spawn.
Yeah. That part sucks, but
Yeah.
once you can set your spawn point, it's better.
Yeah, I don't know if she's got a fully set up yet. I haven't talked to her since.
Crazy.
Cause I was going to play it on Sunday with her.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, well, I could clean my house
Yeah.
instead.
Did you even buy it yet?
I haven't bought it yet.
No.
No.
Yeah. I can't wait for the update. It's going to be good. So, what about you? How was your work week?
Burping here. Sorry.
That's okay. You got to do it right in the microphone, though.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. Work week was It was a work week. The boss wasn't there the entire time.
Oh, perfect. Love it. That's
Except-
great.
Well, I mean, he's never there.
He must have heard what I said about him last week.
But the first 3 days, he wasn't. Excuse me. He wasn't there at all. Just showed up to collect some things and went back home.
What a guy.
I know. Normally he shows up twice to collect things and go back home, but
Like
this
collect
week it was
what
only
thing?
once.
What is he collecting?
There's a whole thing I can't really talk about
Okay.
that he's going through right now. And he's got to get some papers off his desk for it. But yeah, I mean he comes in the morning and then leaves. And
Comes
then
in the
comes
morning
back
to
the
yell at
afternoon
everybody,
and then
or what?
leaves.
Comes in the morning to yell at everybody?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's okay.
Only me.
Oh, wow. Like, that's cool.
Yeah, so I've essentially just been like, okay, well, I'm just going to do what I need to do to keep the company going.
Yeah.
I'm just going to talk to the people, the head office, get stuff
Yeah.
going.
Talk to
because-
his boss.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing now.
Yeah. Just be like, look, I'm the boss now.
Yeah, maybe soon. Maybe soon it'll happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I finally hired another office guy. So he's starting on the 12th of September. And I'm like,
Why so far from now?
oh, he's got to move from Vancouver.
Oh.
So yeah.
Damn.
I don't want to spoil who it is because I just can't yet.
What do you mean spoil who it is?
I want to ruin the surprise for the boys. I've
Oh
already said too much. I've already said too much.
Spoil the surprise for the boys. Okay.
Yeah, I've already said too much.
Interesting.
'Cause they're listening.
If it was revealed to me, would I be like, oh, okay? Or would I
No,
be
you
just
wouldn't
like,
know who it is.
okay,
So.
perfect. All right. Well, they're gonna
And
figure it out. That's too
They
much
might
information.
figure it out. I've already said too much.
Okay.
Got the VR room going.
Damn.
Kind of. Got that whole section moved out. I got the VR set up downstairs. Got all that kind of stuff
Nice.
done. Tomorrow I'm gonna go ham in the workroom. Get some tools cleaned out of there because I got too many tools. I got all these old tools and I'm buying new tools and I'm like just gonna stack all the tools and be like, okay, well I got like 3 of these. 4
Yeah,
of these,
I hate when
need
that
stuff.
happens. Because, well, then you'll do that and be like, God damn it, I can't find my one of this. And you go buy another one and they're like,
No,
oh, there it is.
I'll have 2 of everything.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
have 2 of everything. What else? Was there anything notable that happened at work? I had a meeting with the health and safety coordinator,
Nice.
showing him all the stuff that happens on our side, and he's like, okay, we got to set up a meeting with the big boss so that you can show them how efficient it is over here.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, yeah, okay, we can do that. I think I showed him our Jira
Oh, yeah.
and our Confluence, and his mind just exploded.
And this was like after your boss was like, put it on a piece of paper,
Yeah.
scan it, and send it over.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sounds like he's about from the 1890s.
He is,
Yeah.
for sure. He's almost 100, so.
Yeah. He just keeps getting older every show. It's crazy.
Every show, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, new VR room set up. Gonna build a VR PC. I've just out of old parts.
Yeah.
I've ordered some new parts because, of course, the streaming PC. I blew the USB 3.0 front port connection on it,
Oh, man.
so I needed to buy a new motherboard anyway. So I just bought one for the other Ryzen processor I have, and yeah, I'm just gonna make a VR PC out of whatever
Nice.
I got sitting around.
Nice.
And what else was there? Oh, there was a going away party.
Oh, yeah.
One of our placing crew guys is leaving. He's going to BCIT for broadcasting,
Oh, interesting.
which is awesome.
Okay.
So we went out to Chase to his cousin's place and had like a get together there.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was like a mix of family and coworkers. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. He was like, I shook his hand goodbye, and he was like, he just looked at me, firm handshake, and said, "Thank you."
Very good.
I'm like, yeah, that's good.
No doubt.
Yeah.
That's
and then,
cool.
yeah, there was a 3090 Ti Founders Edition sitting in Best Buy.
And
I just left it there. I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
It's $2,100. I
damn.
don't think I need a 3090 Ti.
You don't need anything though.
I sure don't. I want for nothing.
Yes, exactly. It's not about needs, it's about wants now.
Yeah.
Do you want it?
Kind of, but
Yeah.
you know, it's not something I super want, so it's not something I'm gonna buy
Okay.
unless, you know, somebody just hands me $2,500 like, here, this is for a 3090 Ti.
Okay.
And I'll be like, oh, can I spend on anything else? They'll be like, no, I'm
It
only
has
giving
to
you
be
this to you for
3090.
3090 Ti. And then I'll be like,
Well-
oh, well, if I have to, I guess.
Twist my rubber arm.
Yes.
Okay.
So twisty. And what else was there? I think that was just my week.
Nice.
I think that was my week. We're going out fishing later on because the salmon are jumping.
Yes, they are.
We're going to try and get some pink coho. I think we're going out past Ashcroft.
Did you know there's been a stampede in Ashcroft Town and everybody's coming from miles around?
I didn't know. I was not aware.
Nobody who's under 40 or that is like not from this area would ever have heard that before.
I don't know if I've ever heard that either.
When we were kids, I mean, I would watch the cartoons after school and shit. Like Teddy Ruxpin and stuff. And there was always a commercial for Stampede, Ashcroft Town. Everybody's coming from miles around. Johnny and Billy Brown. Everybody's coming to Ashcroft Town.
That sounds familiar when it's singing it proper. So maybe I have heard it.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I have.
Yeah, you would have heard that in the Tom McCall one. Tom McCall, he's a great, great guy. Tom McCall.
Oh, yeah. I remember Tom McCall for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, Tom McCall.
Yeah. Yeah, so out past Ashcroft, eh?
Out past Ashcroft.
Nice. Yeah, that's the reason the guy that doesn't work for us anymore, he just stopped showing up because he was going fishing.
Oh, well, there you go.
He was like...
I mean, he did work in the fishing department.
I know, but he like the schedule was up, and he was just like, "Oh, I'm going fishing on Friday," and we're like,
"Oh,
this,
right, I remember.
The schedule's already there. You have to."
You have to adhere to the schedule.
He's like, "Well, I'm not going to be here." It's like, "Well, I'll try to find a substitute." Nope, and just didn't show up ever again. It's like, all right.
Oh, yeah, we had a guy, one of the new guys. He had a Class 1 license, so he could drive the big trucks, and he had to call in on his first day because his car
always a good sign.
Down. Yeah, so we're like, okay, this is an omen for sure. Had good feelings about him when we hired him. I was like, oh man, this guy's pretty rad.
Yep.
And then on Monday he got in the truck and he's like, okay, you need to go to Salmon Arm. So he ended up going towards Merritt. And I'm like, that's fine. He's from Alberta. He doesn't know BC.
Yeah.
So, he's new to Kamloops as well. So he's like, he doesn't know how to get there.
He just totally drove the wrong direction.
And he totally drove the wrong direction. And then he drove, and then he's like, okay, I'm coming. I'll be there soon. And he turns around, goes out past Dallas, and we have a crew working out there. So they see him drive past, and then they see him drive past again, back into town. He parks the truck in front of the shop, and then leaves. He just goes home.
Yeah.
Haven't heard from him since. He's
just like, I'm done now.
Yeah,
I don't want to go to Salmon Arm.
I guess he just parked the truck.
That's so
put his
weird.
shop keys inside and left.
That's so weird. That's so weird.
I know. We were like, what?
Maybe he was so embarrassed that he drove the wrong way. He's just like, I can't face these dudes ever again.
Maybe.
Crazy.
Maybe. He seemed like he was going to be like the guy.
That's crazy.
But he's not the guy.
Wow. That's cool.
So we're going to be hiring.
That's so crazy.
I know. If you got a Class 3 license or better, look for the ad.
It's like you're working, drive by. It's like, am I in a situation comedy? Drives by again. It's like, what the hell? That's crazy.
Yes.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it was weird.
No kidding.
Weird. Should we talk about Lupin, the third, episode 4?
Oh, is that what the 3 meant? The third? It's not Lupin the third.
No, it's not Lupin the third, but it's Lupin. I just put third.
Yeah.
Because that's always Lupin the third in my mind.
I know, man. Me too. Me too.
And the castle of Cagliostro.
Yep, exactly.
No castles.
No.
Lupin the third. No, Lupin, the
Just
gentleman
Lupin,
thief.
The gentleman
Lupin,
thief. Yep.
Episode 4.
Yep.
We watched it. I guess we were supposed to watch She-Hulk, but I didn't because I thought we would just do Lupin.
No.
Yeah, so next week we'll be talking about She-Hulk episode 1. So make sure, maybe
and
episode
2
as well. We're gonna do both. Okay.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do 2
wrap
episodes.
We'll wrap up Lupin next week as well.
Yeah. So we'll wrap up Lupin, and we'll get the first season, and then get into She-Hulk episode 1 and 2. So make sure you guys go ahead and watch that.
Yep.
So we don't get all spoilerific on your faces.
Exactly.
Because that's what's about to happen right now.
Right now. I watched this last night, but I don't even remember what the intro bit was. Oh, it was the drone.
Yeah, the intro bit was the drone going through Pellegrin's house,
flying around looking for whatever.
Yeah.
So this drone, from the outside, it's got lights and it looks all high tech, and then it has the shittiest camera that it's the footage that it was broadcasting. It was black and white and grainy, and there was
yeah, that's the
interference. I was just like, what the hell?
Those if you get a tiny little spy drone, you can't have a huge camera sensor on it.
I guess so.
So I guess his
a
viewing...
huge camera sensor, I got a 12 gigapixel like camera here. Like they couldn't put this on the drone. Anyways,
I mean, maybe those things don't exist. You must suspend your disbelief. This episode I saw some stuff and I was like, okay.
There's a lot of suspense of disbelief going on in this episode, man.
Oh, yes. So, yeah, he's flying the drone through the Pellegrin house, and he gets above the desk of Mr. Pellegrin and starts taking, like, photos from, like, the bottom camera, because it's got 2 cameras.
Yeah. Of, like, various documents that he had on his desk.
And there's so many laser tripwires everywhere. And he's
that was like, what is this?
Flying through the
Why are there so many here?
I don't know. It's
in that one room.
Right?
Yeah.
It's weird. Down the hallway in the one room, just laser tripwires everywhere, which he can see.
Yeah. It was just like, there's like way too many here.
Yeah. And then he's like stealthily flying out, and then he's like, oh, tripped one.
Yeah. Oopsie poopsie.
Oopsie poopsie. So, the alarm starts going off. The guards are panicking. They're like, Mr. Pellegrin, wake up. You need to get to the safe room.
Take you to the panic room.
Can I say it like that? I don't think I can.
French accent?
I'm Canadian. I can do that.
You can say that.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so he goes to the panic room. There's a big like vault. He sits in his like big leather chair with like the buttony things on it.
Yeah.
The button embossing.
As he was in there, I was like, man, if I had a panic room that I needed to go to, like, I'd have a bed in there. I'd just go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Like, he's in a vault, a literal vault.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably got the adrenaline going, so it'd be, be a little bit harder to fall asleep again.
And he should have just had a heart attack. He's such a geezer, but...
Yes.
But the whole, like, they're trying to catch the drone, it was so slapsticky. Like, they're
it was very slapstick.
Swinging a pillow at it, and he's like, oh, well, let me throw this Ming vase at it. And just, like, his guards are so stupid.
Yeah, so they're trying to swat it, and they eventually get it.
Yeah. Or, like, it flies into a door they close, basically. Yeah. And then they give it to Mr. Pellegrin, like, he's going to be, like, you'd think he'd have, like, his techs or something, like, I don't know. They just give it to him.
Stuff.
It's like, oh, there's a convenient message that says I'm going to get you or whatever on it.
Yeah,
it's like, well, why did he try to fly it away? Like, obviously you wanted him to get it.
I mean, it's probably backup.
I guess so.
just in case they did, because I mean that stuff's not cheap.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's not cheap.
I mean, for Lupin, it's whatever. He's like a billionaire, so whatever. It doesn't matter.
And we pan out, and Lupin's just sitting on the roof, with his like crazy controller.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how did you...
I mean, he's the gentleman thief.
He is the gentleman thief.
Like, they're at high alert. They're not like, oh, let's check the roof.
Yeah, right.
I don't know, man.
And then we cut to Inspector Dumont.
Yeah. He's eating his baguette.
And then Lupin is suddenly across from him.
Just smiling.
Just, hey.
Shit-eating grin. Like, hey, what's up? Remember when I kidnapped you earlier?
Yeah, right. But he hasn't turned him in.
No, it's very weird.
Yeah, it is really weird. It's like he doesn't want him to get caught.
Yeah,
because he feels bad for him. I don't know.
I remember we were talking about it last episode. Like, why didn't he turn him in?
Yeah,
like he has something on him. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. But
then he's like, "Here, I got you your new Alexa." I'm like, who were you calling that other day? Remember? Like, what were you going to talk about? And it's like, well, don't you know this? Like, I thought he didn't turn you in because you had something on him. Yeah. Like, why didn't he turn you in?
I don't know. It's weird.
Very weird.
Yeah. So he tries to weasel it out of him, and it just doesn't work.
But
Dumont ends up giving him the name of an author who almost, like a reporter, who almost took down Pellegrin.
And it's just like, again, wouldn't Arsene know this already?
Yeah, right?
Like, he wants to take Pellegrin down. Like, you don't think he would have already read this book? He's obviously had it in for him forever.
And it doesn't make any sense because he was able to Google the author, search for the author, but the Dumont was like, "Oh yeah, she got buried. She's not. Not.
You're gonna have to dig her up or whatever."
Yeah, and that was apparently fairly easy to do.
Well, I mean, he's the gentleman thief.
He is the gentleman thief. So he buys her book that was about the money laundering or whatever it was,
as if he didn't already have this book.
Yeah, and reads through it and then tries to find her.
And then he wants to like work with her to. Bring him down.
Yeah, she's iffy about it because Pellegrin just completely ruined her career.
Yeah.
And she's not there anymore, really.
Yeah, and she's like, nah, I don't want to.
Yeah.
But then later she's like, oh, I have nothing left to lose. So, okay, I'll join you.
Yeah, as soon as that happened, I'm like, okay, well, you're dying at the end of the episode.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So she's like, oh, I have a videotape that's... you need to steal from like my old office.
Yeah.
It's a green tape and it's in a bin that says like 1980s sports and it's labeled like whatever
chess
championship or something like that.
Yep.
And he's like, why didn't you use this tape before? And she's like, I lost my job. I couldn't get it or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay. So the like heist part of this is he's going to go in there and get the tape. And it's very like, I don't know.
They don't really show a lot. They show how he gets into the building and how they let him upstairs. Because he pretends to be like
it's like some social engineering.
Yeah. He pretends to be this like super awkward guy with some documents for that the one reporter lady who I can't remember what the hell her name is.
Like her actual name?
Yeah, her reporter name.
Yeah, I can't remember either. But she pretended to be somebody else.
Yeah, she pretended to be somebody who was in the office, and she calls up the guard, and she's like, "Hey, is there some guy here, really awkward, geeky guy with some file folders? He's got information I need in my office."
Yeah,
and then
send him up.
And then she's like, "Yeah, send him up. Don't let him get away. Don't let him get away. Is he leaving? Don't let him get away." And he's like trying to go, and the guard's just like, "Oh my god, we gotta get him!"
Yeah,
just freaking out. And shoves him upstairs.
So they don't show anything about him breaking into the like archive or how he gets in or anything. He just walks out with the green tape. I mean, I guess they could have shown it, but it would have made the episode, I don't know, 10 minutes longer.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, we know he can break into anywhere, so
yeah,
they don't need to show it really.
No.
So they leave the like newspaper and they get caught on the way out, but they're like, he's like, let's get out of here in my little like hatchback. They drive away.
Yeah, so the one guard is like talking to another guard. He's like, "Oh yeah, I did this really cool thing for this reporter," and they're like, and the other guard's like, "They're on vacation right now. What are you talking about?"
Yeah, she's not even here.
Yeah, she's not even here.
Yeah, and so they try to catch him.
Yeah, they try and catch him, which does not happen.
No, exactly.
Hatchbacks.
While this is going on, also the three police people are like, we think it's one guy that kidnapped you, is the same guy that stole the necklace earlier. And the commissioner that was kidnapped is like, I don't connect these cases. They're totally different. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But they make up their little photo fits of all the,
Yeah, the graphic artist puts together some photos of the people it could be, and there's like a spread of 4 that don't look similar at all.
Yeah.
And then the one cop who is a firm believer that everything is connected, that it's Lupin, puts a photo down and it's him.
It's basically
totally
him, yeah. And the commissioner like goes wide-eyed, buggy-eyed at it, and he's like, "No, it's not it. Stop doing it.
Definitely not. Stop."
So those 3 cops are all like, something's fishy, but how are we gonna investigate our own commissioner guy?
Yeah, and
but
the commissioner is like, you are go back and try and find this guy.
Yeah,
and the guy who knows who it is, he's like, is off the case. He's off the case because he knows too much.
Yeah. This is crazy that like their boss is just like in the bullpen with them.
Yeah,
he doesn't have his own office. His desk is just in the bullpen.
Yeah,
so very weird. Anyways, definitely different the way they do it in France.
Yeah. So we get back and we watch the tape.
Yeah.
And when he puts the tape into the VHS player, and it starts playing, nothing on the VHS player moves. Like the numbers don't go.
Nah. Small detail.
And I'm like, come on now.
Small detail.
That is a small detail, and it's why wouldn't you?
Yeah, but no one knows except you and me.
I guess so. And we see Pellegrin doing a weapons deal with people who blew up the French embassy back in like the 80s or whatever it was.
They were like Malaysian terrorists or something like that. And they're like, "Oh, perfect. Let's release this. This will take them down." It's like, no. Not enough theatrics. We need to really fuck around with this evidence here. So their idea is they'll like taunt him with it on Twitter, and then they'll go on some tabloid talk show
with
and like
2 million viewers a night,
and then release it there, right?
Yeah. So he sends out the tweet as this
Salvatore 859 or something like that,
and he sends it out, and Pellegrin's in a meeting at that time, and everyone gets the tweet for somehow.
It's trending on French Twitter.
And everyone's like, "Oh my god, let's get out of here."
Yeah. They're like, well, something bad is going on with this guy. Like, who knows, right?
Yeah.
So while this happens, he has to have a little press conference, Pellegrin, like saying how, this is all fake, and if they have evidence, why don't they show it? They're just trying to take down a businessman, and he's a very patriotic Frenchman, and France is so great and everything like that. But they send, I guess I don't know if they sent her or whatever, but she was there, the reporter that Lupin recruited is like in the lineup, like asking him a question. He's like, "Are the blood of these people on your hands, Mr. Pellegrin?" And he like recognizes her, and she thinks she's got a big own in on him by asking him this question, because she hasn't done any reporting in years since she got like blacklisted by Pellegrin, right? And then they show a guy following her, and she's like, "Oh, I'm a professional. I lost him. Don't
know how
worry."
to lose a tail.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, she's dead now.
Yeah.
She'll die shortly.
Yeah, and then we go to a little scene where Lupin's getting his disguise on for the show because he's decided that he's gonna be the
Salvatore.
Yeah, and he'll go on the show because that keeps her out of harm's way.
Yeah,
and so he gets all disguised, and goes on the show, and it's revealed when they do the reveal of what he looks like. He almost looks like his father.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously much bigger than his father because his father was like not as like beefy as him.
Yeah,
but he's got like the graying hair and the graying beard and like whatever.
Yeah, and he's on the show, and they play the tape, but the tape has been heavily edited to make it look
crazy.
like Pellegrin's fine.
Yeah, Pellegrin said like, "No, I'm not selling you anything. Get out of here," or whatever.
Yeah, and then he goes over to the host, and he's like, "How much did he pay you?"
Yeah. As if he didn't own the station or something like that.
And then he gets his... they go to commercial, and he gets up and just walks out.
Yeah, and they has to fight on his way out and beat up these guys. They think he's just an old geezer, so they're like, whatever, but he like whips the shit out of them.
Yeah.
So he gets out of there and goes back. Well, during this part, as he's heading back to her apartment, she's like alone and
high on life right now because she got to do the investigative journalism thing.
But she's also like down in the dumps because she just watched the show and she got like they did the old bamboozle and they don't have whatever.
Yeah.
So while she's doing that, knock on the door and she just thinks it's Lupin coming over, but it's the guy that tailed her.
Fabienne is her name.
Oh, Fabienne, yes. And he's like, "You tell me where he lives," And she's like, "A good reporter never reveals her sources," so he kills her.
Yeah.
Makes it look like a suicide.
Yeah.
Hangs her from the roof. I don't know if Lupin thinks it was actually a suicide or if she was murdered.
She knows. He knows she was murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so. He takes the book away that she signed for him, saying like, "Oh, we're gonna do it. We're gonna take him down," and blah blah blah, whatever. And I think. Did we
glossed over some parts, so we'll let's go back because that was essentially the end of the episode.
Yeah.
But there's a part in the middle where Asen goes to his son's house and his estranged wife's house.
Yeah.
And she's like, "I'm going out to meet with the girls," and he's late, and he goes and he's just sitting down there playing video games.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Playing video games with his son.
Yeah.
And they're both like playing on PS4.
Yeah.
And they're talking about how his wife's going out with like having dates with dudes and going out quite often, and he's like, and the son's like, "Oh yeah, he had a big car, like big expense car, and he stayed the night the other night."
Yeah. And he's like, "What?"
He's like, "No, that's fine. It's fine."
Well, his son said like, "I was kidding about the staying part."
Yeah. So the game they're playing co-op, mind you, and the game they're playing is Horizon.
Yeah.
Forbidden West.
Yeah.
And that game is not co-op.
They were playing PvP.
They were playing PvP in it as well.
Yeah, they were versus it because he's like, "I got you headshot." And I was like, "Wait a minute."
I know. I was like,
I don't think there's co-op in that game. So
my suspension of disbelief. They must have like.
I mean,
what's a popular game at the time? Oh, this one. Just throw it up.
I'm sure it's more like. Well, at least they weren't like going the controller like, like when they show people playing video games in a show. Usually they're just going like a crazy man with the controller.
They did that a little bit.
I mean, not that much. But yeah, they showed the screen and I was like, they couldn't even just like put Call of Duty or something.
Yeah, they should have put Call of Duty up there. That would have been. They would have much better. I would imagine that game just came out somewhere around that time and was very popular. So they were like, "What game are we going to use?"
I mean, who knows? Maybe like the Sony was like, "Put our game in your episode."
Yeah,
Sony France or something like that. Pay him a little money.
And we also didn't talk about the dog in this episode.
Oh yeah, Jacques.
Yeah, Fabienne's dog,
Mm-hmm.
who was like, whenever you would say Pellegrin, the dog
name
would bark.
Yeah.
Get more aggressive the more you said
Yeah.
Pellegrin.
She talks like she's like, that's all in the past, but it's like, obviously not. It's not in the past.
No, that's something that's hard to get over.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
I I liked this episode.
So-
I thought it was really good.
What after he left her apartment, what happened? He left with the dog. Was there any scene after that? I don't remember.
I can't remember.
I don't think there
There
was.
was one.
This was like, I think this episode was the breaking point for me where I was like, okay, I'll watch the last episode in this season, but I'm not watching anymore.
Yeah.
Just because like every plan they have is just it has to go to perfection.
Yeah.
Like they need to be captured for this part of the plan to go over. But he doesn't, there's no backup plan. Like, oh, I'll make a copy of the tape. No, I'll give them the original tape.
I don't think it was original.
Well,
Because it was a green VHS, but I don't think that VHS they put in was
well,
green.
I mean, I thought it just meant the VHS case was green. But like when they put it in the apartment for him to watch him, I don't think the tape was green. I don't remember. But like there was no implication like she's like, oh, they got us. There's nothing we could do.
Yeah.
Like she wouldn't have been like, oh, I have a copy.
Yeah,
Like, release it on
should have been
Twitter.
a copy. There
And
would
it
have
was
been a
just
copy.
like, no, there's no copy here. Like, come on. Maybe in the next episode they're gonna be like, here's the copy.
Yeah.
But the way this episode made it seem, it was there's no copy, and I just was like, really?
yeah, your disbelief suspension is high.
Oh man, they didn't do anything to back it up, or like, oh, he fucked us. Oh well, release the actual tape on Twitter right now.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I like this episode.
It was fine, but just that part, I was like, I can't suspend my disbelief anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they don't do a good job of stuff that allows you to suspend your disbelief a little
Well,
bit.
it's just
like
our scene-
it's getting even worse now.
He's supposed to be this incredible thief, but he's also like the stupidest idiot in the world. Like you can't be you can't be both of them. You can be one or the other.
Yeah.
Just like when he found out that Anne Pellegrin paid for his whole educational life, he's like, "What? Really? That was you?" It's like,
come on,
holy
dude.
shit, dude!
It
Come
was
on.
definitely her. We already knew that
Yeah.
at the start before we even found out. The audience
Exactly.
knew.
I mean, they just play him like he's a dope sometimes,
Yeah.
man.
It's true.
And he's also like, got all this money, drones and shit. He can't even do anything for his son.
Yeah, that's one of the things where I'm like, what?
Yeah, like, I'm behind on child support. It's like, dude, you're fucking loaded, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Worst
anyways,
father ever.
It's crazy. So
I guess he's gotta play the game where he's just like, oh, I'm not rich. I'm just like
I guess so, but
schmuck
like
on the street.
his kid's going without because he has to do this. Wouldn't it be like Breaking Bad, where it's like, okay, we let her in on the thing, so she knows she can
Yeah.
buy a car wash to, filter all the money through or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's no like, oh, I don't have any money. Sorry, my son has to eat macaroni every night, but that's the way it's got to be.
I mean,
She's doing fine. She's like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
nurse or whatever, but
Yeah.
still, it could be better for him
yeah,
anyways.
put some hot dogs in that macaroni.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
craft dinner. Come on.
Exactly. But yeah, I'll watch the next episode, but that's going to be it for me.
Yeah.
Unless the next episode blows my mind or something like that.
It probably won't. You'll probably be just squeezing your asshole so tight trying to suspend your disbelief.
Yeah. Man, believe me, I've suspended a lot in these episodes. I suspended a lot. But yeah, this one was just like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
So, but the direction is good. Like the cinematography is good. The
Oh, yeah,
acting
it's
is
great.
good. The
Yeah.
action is good. The way the sets and everything look good. Like everything is good, but it's just like, man, they're such mopes.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that's good, and then like the story is just I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it started off really strong.
And it's only 5 episodes. Like
I know.
they got to condense it down. That's part of the problem. So they got to show a lot in 5 episodes.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I mean, people must like it because it's getting a 3rd season, so.
I don't know. I don't know what the quality of other French shows are. Like maybe this is the peak of a French TV show.
Yeah, it could be.
So like everything else is worse than this. I don't know. So, but
Yeah, I haven't watched too much French shows.
yeah.
That's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I've never watched anything French really.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about a game that takes place in France now.
Yes, we are. Ladies and gentlemen, Game Club. Each week we play a section, a segment, a level, a timed interval of a game.
A parsec?
A parsec.
No, that's
And then we talk about
a
it.
distance, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
That doesn't count.
That was kind of funny though. I'm gonna go back to the start of the podcast here. Going away party. Mm-hmm. We were talking about the podcast a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was supposed to call somebody out today.
Yeah. Well, we're not there yet.
Oh, that's right.
We're not there
Okay.
yet. We will though.
But sorry, go back here.
And now we were talking about the podcast, and some of the people were like, oh yeah, you know what? I want to subscribe to the Patreon or whatever. And I was like, well, we were talking about, the section, Game Club section. And I'm like, you don't remember the Game Club section? I'm like, each week we talk about a section,
Yeah.
a segment thing. And I do the intro as well.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was funny. I found it funny.
We talk about a section, a level. What else do you say? I can't even remember.
Yeah,
a segment.
A timed interval.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Episode. Oh wait. Hang on.
We're on chapter 10
We're on chapter 10.
of the Plague
What the hell is
Tale.
it called?
Innocence.
Plague
It was a
Tale
War of the
Innocence.
Roses or something about the rose. The Way of the Rose. The Way of the Rose. It's gotta
Yeah,
be
the
what
Way
it
of the
was.
Roses.
The Way of the
for
Rose.
Sure. The Way of the Roses.
Yeah.
We are inside. We are deep inside, and by deep inside, I mean we've just got in the front door of the
University.
university,
Yep.
and
We need a book.
we need the book.
I forgot my library card, but I need a book.
What the hell's the book called? What the hell's the book called?
It's something sanguineous or something like that. I think.
Sanguineous?
I don't know. I can't remember.
What's it called?
Yeah, we need the book because somehow this is going to have the secret to our success of fixing Hugo back at the base.
Yeah.
And not again, but I remember at the end of the last episode or chapter, we were like, I bet you this next chapter is very closed off and it's not like open as much. And definitely this one was like, this is the one way to go.
Yeah.
There's nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
Let's
Not
go.
a lot of exploring. Everything to explore is just around the next corner.
Yeah, every other door is locked and
Yeah.
there's like not much going on.
Yep.
I killed everybody in this chapter that I could.
I think I only killed like 2 or 3 guys.
I killed everybody. I was
Yeah?
like, fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck these guys. We'll be like, okay, there's 2 guys. One guy with a helmet, one guy without a helmet. I'd be like, hit the first guy with the thing to make him take off his helmet, then kill the other guy.
Yeah.
Then the other guy's helmet would be off, and I'd go kill him. So I killed everybody. Yeah, I was a
Nice.
murder machine this
Nice.
episode.
Yeah, there's a few puzzles involving guards, or you could just kill them all.
Yeah.
Not a whole ton of rats, but a few little ratty areas where you could get the rats to kill the guards.
Yeah.
And I did that a couple times. I brained a couple guards, and that's the thing. But then you're slowly going through. Mm-hmm. I think the first time you see the rats is when you're in the kitchen.
Was that a kitchen? I guess it was a kitchen.
Yeah, because there was a pig roasting on an open fire.
Oh yeah.
Did you sneak through there, or did you just brain those 2 guys?
I snuck through there, but then I had the rats eat them.
Yeah, me too.
I think you kind of have to do it that way, don't you?
I think so too, because the one guy's got a big shield.
Yeah, I think you have to, because I think the only way you can get through is if the rats eat those guys.
Yeah.
Because then they all run over there. Because I tried not to do that.
Oh yeah.
It didn't work. But
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, I died the first time because I was shining the light around and I was trying to figure out, because it was one of those ones where you can turn the light.
Yeah.
So I was like, what do I do here? So the rats ate my toes. But then I was like, oh, they left this big open window here that I can see the guy with the shield when I'm back here. I was like, okay, I better throw the rat attractant on this guy. And then that was what did it. They all swarmed over there and ate the guy to death.
Yeah.
I did die a few times though, but mostly it was just like the game being stupid to me, I want to say, rather than like me being a bumbling idiot. Because there was like, well, the way this goes is we eventually make our way through. We find out like the Pope or whatever the hell he is. He's some sort of high-ranking
he's
religious dude.
the highest Inquisitor,
The Grand Inquisitor or whatever.
Inquisitor.
He's like getting his heroin injected into him.
Well, he's been bitten
Yeah.
by one of the rats, and so they're desperately trying to save him. And that's what this whole thing is about. I think is that we're looking for Hugo because Hugo has the cure to fix him in his blood. And so when we come across him, he is getting a blood transfusion, but then also getting injected with the episanguis.
Yeah.
And he's just like rotting away.
Yeah, it's gross.
Cataracts,
Yeah.
boils,
Exactly.
everything.
They have with them the blacksmith's son, Roderick.
Yeah, and this blacksmith and his son apparently crafted the door that keeps the forbidden books safe.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's,
like locked
it's like
away.
a puzzle door.
Yeah. So we have to like get Roderick away from the guys. So we follow them through the library as I kill guys along the way to catch up to them. Yeah, it was basically like every room had like 2 guys in it, so I'd just be like, okay, kill both these guys. But like when I would die, it would be like, okay, I would throw a rock at a guy, and maybe it wasn't locked on perfectly, but like you could see the rock go through his head.
Oh.
That one really was like, what? That's kind of lame.
All my rocks, anytime I rocked, it heat seeked. I would like throw it over there and it would just go whoop.
Oh, really?
And like just go right to his dome.
No, this was like I wasn't locked on enough, but I let it go and it went right through his head, but it didn't count because it wasn't locked on or whatever. That was right at the end where Roderick's trying to open the door and it's on fire, and the one guy comes through the hallway and you have to hit him. I died to that guy 3 times because the first time I didn't know where he was coming from, so I was standing like behind the flames in a bad spot and I couldn't really see him. The second time I knew he was coming, so I just pulled out my sling and started going like this, but because I'd already started swinging it, it wouldn't lock on. So then I had to stop swinging it and then start swinging it again. And that's the time when I let it go. It like went through his head but didn't hit him.
So I think you have fatigue when you've been swinging for too long, because I was swinging for a while at that same point and just waiting for the guards to come, and my reticle would just get bigger and bigger and bigger. So I was like, oh, I'm getting fatigued, so I had to stop swinging and re-swing.
That's when I threw the rock through his head. And then the third time I managed to brain him and get him down. But yeah.
Did you only have the one guy come?
No, 2 guys came.
I think
or 3 guys came. Yeah, I killed, but it was only the first guy ever killed me.
Yeah.
But he killed me like 2 or 3 times before.
I had unlocked the double pouch load.
Oh yeah.
At this point,
I'm having trouble now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I need cloth. Like to upgrade like one of the next things, I need 18 leather or whatever.
Yeah.
But I can only carry 16 because I haven't unlocked the pouch yet.
Yeah.
And I like the game does not want to give me cloth. I have like 3 cloth.
Cloth is very rare.
Oh my god, I cannot find cloth anywhere.
I've been trying to get 10 cloth so I can get the last bag upgrade so that I can carry more. And I'm like, it's so hard to come by.
Well, now I see one of the other upgrades you can unlock is the thing that it will make it so if you use the like rat bait or no, one of the ones that's really expensive, it won't actually use it up.
Oh.
So that's going to be a good one to get too, because then you can just have one and never use it up or whatever.
Yeah.
But
like in order to do the double pouch thing, I need to use 12 leather.
Yeah.
And I'm already back up to 12 leather.
Yeah, like
leather is just like
leather, alcohol,
everywhere.
saltpeter, sulfur, all that shit everywhere. Cord, not as much. Fabric, oh baby.
It's rare.
Wow, it is super rare.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to level up my bag so I can actually carry more stuff, but yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, good. I think there's one major puzzle in this one when you get down to the Forbidden Book Room after you brain the guys, and then it's just like a falling platform puzzle.
They spent a lot of money on this library down here.
Yeah,
like,
the set pieces in this segment are fantastic.
Yeah, but it's like a lot of money spent on shit in this game that, like, why would they ever do this?
I mean, it's the church.
Yeah, but like, think about the alchemist's like courtyard that we were moving all these.
Yeah,
like,
I think that alchemist courtyard is like a thing to trap the rats.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
that's true too. But I don't know. There's a lot of things where it's just like, wow, okay, put a lot of effort into this here.
Yeah.
But along the way to that was very near the end of the level when we're in that library part. Along the way, there was 3 collectibles that I found. I found the Skinned Man document. Did you find that?
I didn't find that one, no.
That was like how they talked about how it was considered heretical to like do autopsies.
Oh.
So basically all the information about the human body that they had were from like Chinese medical documents that they brought over from China.
Oh, crazy.
So they had this diagram of a man, and it was like obviously it was Chinese, and they showed like the dead guy, and he had his like intestines inside, and it showed like, you know, it goes from the mouth to the stomach through the intestines out the bunghole. And then I found what else did I find? I found some concoction that
I found that
was like made of like 50 different herbs and animals, and it ferments for like 2 years, and then you can use it for a medicinal thing. And then the last one I found was
herbarium.
Did you?
No, you did.
No, I didn't get a Hugo's herbarium. Unless it counted as a herbarium.
You got a flower.
No.
I was watching.
I didn't get a flower.
You didn't get a flower?
No, I got the what was it called? It was like a vision rock or something like that.
Weird.
and I was like, "What's this vision rock?" And it was a pair of glasses.
Oh yeah, I got those too.
Yeah,
The Theriac and the Reading Stones.
yeah, the reading stones. That's
Yeah.
what it was. I don't think I got a flower though. I don't remember getting a flower.
I was looking when you were in the caves running through. You opened up your thing, but it must have been for the stones because it showed that you had a new flower in there that you hadn't looked at.
Oh, maybe
yet.
I just didn't look at the
And
last
you probably
one.
just didn't look at it.
Oh yeah, that might have been what it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, well, that definitely could have been what it was.
Did you get the alchemist cart in this level?
There was an alchemist cart?
There was an alchemist
Where
cart
was
in
the
this
alchemist carts?
So when you first enter the courtyard of the university,
Yeah.
there is a place where you can just go. As soon as you get in there, you can go all the way to the left and then hop over a thing, and there's the rats and the alchemist cart.
No.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this better be. I'm like looking at the materials it takes, and I'm like to make the explodey thing, and I'm like, this better be worth it to going in here.
Yeah.
And so I blew everything up, blew the rats up, and got in the cart, and I'm like, it was not worth it.
Of
There's no
course.
cloth in here whatsoever.
So that's when you're in the doorway of the level of the library?
Not the initial door. When you go through and you're in the courtyard.
Oh, were you sneaking with Roderick?
When you're sneaking. Well, I don't know if you're sneaking. Yeah, you're sneaking with Roderick.
Oh,
There's
no,
an
I
alchemist
totally
cart in
missed
there.
that.
I was like, oh, yeah, you are sneaking with Roderick. Because I remember sneaking through and getting killed by the rats.
No. I didn't. I totally didn't. Wow, that's crazy because I looked everywhere else except in the courtyard.
I
That
died a
sucks.
few times. I don't think I died. I died to the guards once. There was the one part where the Inquisitor and the one knight are leafing through books and you have to like sneak all the way around. I was like, I got all the way to the end door and I'm like, I wonder if I can brain this guy, this Inquisitor.
Yeah.
So I tune it up and like, whoosh, and it just goes bing. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, you're
Yeah.
just wearing a cloth hood.
Oh, nice.
How did you not get brained?
Oh, nice.
And then he's like, and then I'm like, okay, that's.
I forgot. I did die in the room that catches on fire where Roderick has to open the door.
Yeah.
There's the guy with the metal armor and you have to shoot the chandelier to fall on them.
Oh yeah.
So at first I was like, I didn't go far enough ahead. So I was like, what can I do here? So I was like, okay, maybe I can hit him with the thing to make him take his helmet off.
Yeah.
So I did that and he's like, what? And he turns around and he comes running towards me. So I started to back up, but just like all of a sudden, like 2 other big guards were just behind me. And there was like 3 guys around me. So I died.
Crazy.
So then the next time, obviously, I went in, snuck in, and they took 2 more steps forward, and I could drop the chandelier on them. But it was just like, where the hell did those guys come from?
Yeah.
They just appeared there. So, but in the courtyard, I didn't die. No, I did die the first time because I tried to brain him, the guy with the torch.
Yeah.
Before Roderick taught me how to make water to throw at the people.
Yes, you could make extinguish.
Yeah.
Which is just, you throw your little thing at something and it extinguishes the flame.
Yeah. So
So that the rats can eat them.
yeah. So I did get killed there, but then it was like, send Roderick to just go break these guys' necks. They're wearing their full plate armor, and he's just like,
I'm a blacksmith, bro.
yeah, he's a pretty beefy
Got
guy.
muscles for days.
So is this a new recruit we're going to take back to our base?
I think it might be.
Yeah.
I'm like, when I was playing, I was like, new players entered the party.
Yeah, exactly. So he's interesting anyways. Maybe he'll make us some new weapons or something. I guess we just use a sling. So,
Yeah.
but it's like Suikoden. We're just collecting all the 101 stars to join our castle here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like this episode or chapter, I guess.
Yeah, we got to learn quite a bit on why things
Yeah.
are happening. Because the Grand Inquisitor knows who you are.
Yeah.
Because he sees you and he's like, oh,
Yeah.
Amicia de la Rune.
Yes. I've known you forever.
I watched you grow up.
Well, we're getting near the end of the game, I think. I think there's only 4 chapters left, I
come
think.
on.
What?
I don't want it to be the end of the game yet.
I'm sorry. I take it back.
There's just so much more I want to do in the
Yeah,
game, right? Like upgrade all my stuff.
Well, I
Or
think it
get-
would be like you have to do it a second time, or maybe there's New Game Plus or something. I don't know. But I think there's only like 14 or 16 chapters in the game. So
Yeah.
it's getting close to the end.
Wow.
I know. Sag.
Yes, very sad.
But we're getting close to part 2.
Yeah.
It comes out
We'll just get to roll right into it.
October or September. I can't
Maybe
remember.
we'll get to use our original character. Just like use the same save, have all our upgrades.
Maybe.
That would be cool.
I doubt it though.
I also doubt it.
I'm sure it'll be like, oh, you dropped your pouch.
Oh, your pants pockets aren't as big
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly.
They've got holes in them.
Yeah. So, but who knows? Maybe you start off with everything, or
Yeah, I don't know.
maybe you play as Hugo mostly, and the trailer debated us.
Yeah, it could be.
Could be. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. The fighting still is kind of like, again, I died because the sling wouldn't hit the guy. That's kind of annoying, but it's not really a game about fighting.
No,
It's
a game
definitely
about running away.
It's a game about the story, and then they had to put a game into it too.
Yeah, and what a story and what a game.
Exactly. Recommended.
Highly recommended.
Yeah, join us. It's on Game Pass.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I got something else to recommend
Okay.
before we carry on, and that is patreon.com/StreamVoidPod.
Oh.
You can get in there. You can throw $1 at the screen. Just
$1?
throw it straight at the screen. It'll go straight into our pockets. Don't worry, it's magic. And you'll get access to all of the bonus content. We have an hour, at least, of bonus content every podcast.
We do.
And Ron.
Dirty Ron
Dirty
and the
Ron
boys.
and the
We're
boys.
calling you out tonight.
Yeah, we're calling you out tonight.
Tonight, today, every day.
Every day.
When are you going to join the Patreon? What's
Join
your
the
problem?
Patreon.
What's your problem? Don't you enjoy what you're hearing?
You definitely do enjoy what you're hearing because you tell me.
It's time.
Yeah,
It's time to sign up.
Yes.
You won't even be able to tell. Sign up for let's say $2 a month. You won't even notice.
You
it.
won't even notice.
Yeah.
It'll just go out of your account and into our pockets. You'll help support the podcast. You'll help us pay for all the hosting.
Yes.
And then it'll be fantastic. And then you can just
Let's
listen to that
do the-
ASMR you hate of Curb eating his
He loves
chicken
that
sandwich.
part. He's
Oh,
never
he,
even-
he literally hates it.
He's never heard it though.
He's like, it makes me want to vomit.
He's never heard it.
He's
though.
never heard it, but he hates any chewing ASMR. He hates
I mean, I
listening to
don't
people
chew
eat.
into the mic, so
I was definitely chewing in the mic today.
yeah, that chili smelled good.
Chili.
Looked real good. Patreon.com/StreamVoidPod.
StreamVoid Pod.
Yeah.
That's not how this jingle goes.
Okay.
Let's talk about some news.
Okay.
Nest developer Sunsoft is going to be making a return.
Wow.
So Sunsoft has been around for quite a while.
Oh, yeah.
And their first game they published was called Block Challenger, which is an arcade game released back in 1978.
a block-based game,
Yes.
eh? Minecraft precursor.
Maybe. And then their last game they published was 4 years ago, November 29, 2018, called Shanghai Refresh
I mean,
on Switch.
a return? I don't know, dude. When was the last game published by Kojima Productions?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's not. They've been making games
Yeah.
recently, like
Yeah.
so that's not really that long ago.
Exactly.
They're also responsible for hits like Fantasy Zone and Spy Hunter and Xenophobe
And
games like that.
Batman on the NES.
And Batman on the
Journey
NES,
to
yeah.
Silius.
Yeah.
I love that one too. I love Sunsoft back in the day.
Yeah, they make some great games.
Yeah, man. Batman? Oh my god, I love Batman. Did you see the one game they announced that they're coming out? It's a sequel to one of their old games. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a Vampire Survivor.
Oh,
Rip-off.
I'm into it.
Yeah, Iki Unite.
I think I saw a little bit of I was watching the announcement trailer for their thing. They're like, whatever, press conference,
Yeah.
direct, whatever the heck it is. And I didn't have my headphones plugged in, so I couldn't listen to anything.
Yeah.
And I didn't really have time to sit around and watch it.
Yeah, the one is definitely Vampire Survivor, just like rip-off, basically.
Yeah.
It looks like, older style graphics, but even like the unlock screen and everything, I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this could be interesting for sure. Yeah, I mean, what is Sunsoft but a name, really, honestly?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to be making a new Journey to Silius. I mean, maybe they could, I guess, a sequel, but it's not going to be like the same style game.
No.
This is just, a news catching headline, basically, to get out and about for everybody.
Yeah, they're still around. They've made games recently, like 4 years ago. That's still recent to me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
So
for sure.
I don't know why it's a return.
I mean, maybe it's a return to like more traditional games type games, where Shanghai Refresh makes me think it's probably like, I don't know, it was what's the tile game?
The tile game? Mahjong?
Yeah, it's like a mahjong game probably
okay,
or
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
Oh, yeah. Let's, I'll put it in the Google machine.
Yeah, see what it says. But I'm sure they were just doing like nothing games recently.
Yeah.
Nothing important. So they want to get back into the swing of like an actual game type game.
Wow, you were just full on, just framing hammer, giant nail, just like wham.
I
one
nailed
hit
it?
straight in.
I nailed it?
Yeah, it's just a Mahjong game.
Yeah. I mean, with a name like Shanghai Refresh.
Yeah, it's totally just Mahjong.
Yeah, so I mean that's like what it anyways, there's nothing creative in making a mahjong game really. The rules have been set for 1,000 years. So
Yes.
I'll be interested to see what they do.
Yeah.
But again, it's just a name. They could have been like NES developer like LJN Games announces plans for a new like whatever.
LJN, huh?
Yeah. You don't like LJN?
I mean,
They made some of the worst games.
See, I'm so tainted from LJN by like watching reviews from like Angry Video Game Nerd and stuff.
Well,
like that, where it's
the games are terrible.
I don't know.
No,
I
they
haven't
are.
played any recently, so
I mean,
have no
I remember
opinion.
back in the day, I'd be like, "Oh man, LJN, god damn."
I don't know if I ever played an LJN game. You know, I
mean, I
watched
guess-
reviews and I'm like, I don't know if I've ever played this.
You weren't NES in it back in the day.
No, my neighbor had an NES. I've been a PC boy my whole life.
Yeah.
And well, I had a ColecoVision for a little while, but we'd go over, and the game we would play the most wasn't even it was Gold Cart Mario Micro Machines.
Oh, with the Switch on the back.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what we
yeah.
would play the most because that game was dope.
Yeah, that is a good one.
That game was dope.
Yeah, that is a good one.
And other than that, I would my buddy Simon's house.
Yeah.
He was the only other one with a Nintendo I knew, and we would play like Gyromite.
Oh God, Gyromite.
And
Barely
he
a
even
game.
had Rob.
You had Rob. Damn.
But we would play it without Rob.
Yeah, I
We'd
mean,
just
Rob's a
co-op our way.
gimmick.
Yeah.
Rob was just in there to make it look like it was a toy, not a video game.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Classic
Very
Sunsoft
classic.
bullcrap.
Yep. Speaking of classic,
Uh-huh.
is Dead Island a classic? No. Maybe.
Yes.
Yes. Dead Island 2.
No.
Still alive. Coming out next year.
In theory.
In theory, February 3rd, 2023 is its supposed release date.
Yeah, it was like leaked on Amazon, I think, or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
They leaked it on Amazon. The listing is now dead. But
But it had new details that no one knew about, like 6 different characters and
Yeah.
like all this stuff that was like nothing we'd heard of before. So
Yeah.
it's probably like true.
we can only hope. Man, I love Dead Island.
I liked Dead
that
Island
game was so cool.
when it was new, but going back to it now, it's like, ugh. It's a little clunky.
Yeah, I liked Dead Island when you were still on the resort area. I didn't like going to town. I like being in the resort.
The town part was way scarier, I found.
Yeah?
Well, it's just like you're in the tunnels and shit, and zombies are all coming at you and attacking you, and
I guess.
I found it way more claustrophobic.
Oh, definitely way more claustrophobic. And that's when you got guns, too, and it was like, meh.
Yeah,
Meh.
but it was just like, I don't know. The whole crafting thing was kind of like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, crafting
It was like
wacky
a new
weapons.
thing, kind of.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'll make a Dio bomb, throw it at him. I found this junk. Let's turn it into like a machete or something like that.
I just loved being on the beach, just cruising around, decapitating zombies, going up to the villas, and like, look at this view. This is great.
Yeah,
Cack some
I
zombies.
liked it a lot too.
Yeah,
I liked
that's
the whole game, basically. I beat that game.
I never did, you know?
Yeah. I bought it as a remaster because it was on sale on Xbox for like $6 or something like that. And I was like, yeah, here we go. And I started it up and I was like, oh, it's not that good.
I spent so much time on the beach that when I went to the city, it was such a
Cakewalk?
change of scenery. I was like, I don't know.
Oh, you were just too used to it? I mean, you
yeah.
go back to the beach. The city's just like an ends to a means. You
Yeah.
got to get through the city to
Yeah.
get to the other side of the island. So most
I
of it
mean,
is
if Dead
island.
Island 2 comes out and it's more of the same, but with what's it? What's that new one? Dying Light?
Dying Light, yeah.
Yeah. Make it look
Like
more
parkouring or just the way it looks?
just the way it looks.
I'm sure it'll look incredible.
Oh yeah, probably.
It would have to at this point.
Yeah.
Imagine it came out and just looked like Dead Island 1
Ugh.
remastered or something like that.
Yeah, just put me back on the beach. Give me the resort. Give me
It'll
some
have to
wacky
have better
weapons.
controls. I guess, man, where did you play it on? PC?
No.
Xbox?
PlayStation.
Okay. Yeah,
I think it was on PlayStation.
I'm sure it would have better controls and stuff like that now.
Yeah, probably. I don't recall the controls being clunky at all, but
Well, if
that was
you
years ago.
revisited it now, you'd be like, oh, games have evolved.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't remember exactly what the problem was, but it was kind of just like, ugh. I mean, it's like L trigger aim, R trigger shoot, but it's also like weird. I don't know. You kick. I don't know. It was just like, okay.
Duck with Y, kick with B.
Yeah, there was just
Some
weird stuff like that.
Weird bindings.
Also, there was the energy thing in the game too, I think. So you were always drinking energy drinks.
Well, there's still like stamina in
Yeah.
Dying Light though.
Yeah, but it didn't last very long in Dead Island and stuff.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. Believe me, I played it. I beat it.
Yeah.
I beat it. Like, whatever, but when I revisited, I was like, oh, damn.
My rose-colored glasses.
Yeah, basically. So I'd been waiting for
tarnished.
Dead Island 2. Do you remember when they announced Dead Island 2 and one of their pre-order bonuses was, first of all, there was I don't know if it was Dead Island 2 or 1, but there was the one where one of the pre-order bonuses was an island.
Oh?
Yeah, it cost like whatever it was, $800,000 or whatever, and you got an island. And then for Dead Island 2, there was like one of the pre-order bonus was like a dismembered woman's torso. Like a statue of like a woman with no arms, legs, or head. It was just her like chest. It was like a zombie torso, basically. They canceled that one pretty quick.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Now. Anyway.
It was pretty weird. It was pretty weird.
That's very weird.
Yeah.
That's very weird.
There's been a few missteps with the Dead Island,
Yeah, especially that
Advertising.
Dead Island third-person dungeon crawler thing that they made.
There was a Dead Island third-person dungeon crawler?
Yeah, it was like a Diablo clone.
I don't
but it
remember
was
that.
Dead Island.
I don't remember that at all.
I played the beta and I was like, wow, this is bad.
I don't remember
It
that
was
at all.
really bad.
No, I don't remember that.
What the hell is it called?
There was Dead Island the Retro Rampage or something like that, which was like the 16-bit version of it. And then there was Dead Island Riptide, which was the sequel.
Yeah, I can see Riptide here. I never played Riptide.
It's basically just Dead Island, but a new map.
Island.
I do not remember any other Dead Island. I must have flown under my radar.
Epidemic. Dead Island Epidemic.
I don't even remember that.
2014.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was bad.
I bet. Never came out, right?
No.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think it did anyway.
Crazy.
Yes.
I missed that one for sure.
Yep. Speaking of crazy,
Uh-huh.
Death Stranding.
I've heard of it.
Coming to PC Game Pass. August 23rd.
Oh, shit. I can get achievements finally.
You can get achievements.
Damn.
Instead of tropes.
Yeah, and I don't have to use a PlayStation controller.
Yes.
Damn. I wonder if this is the director's cut or
No, I don't know.
just the base game. I would guess it's the director's cut. I'm excited. I wonder how this will look on my PC compared to my PlayStation. Probably not as good.
You think?
Well, I mean, what is a PlayStation 5 equivalent to as a graphics
I
card?
guess so, huh? Well, it's an all-in-one, so.
Yeah, but still. It's
Yeah,
made
I'm-
to display graphics where my computer has other Excel on it.
Yeah. I guess I'll have to load it up on mine and see what it looks like.
Steam Deck?
Oh, Steam Deck. No, I can't.
Why not?
Well, because you have to have Game Pass Ultimate to play it on your Steam Deck.
Oh, that's right. I looked into that Game Pass Ultimate. I have to have Game Pass Ultimate.
Every little so often I go through and I'm like, I wonder if this works yet, and I try and install it through Steam, through like the Xbox app through Steam, and it's like, no, you can't do it.
Oh, crazy.
Just waiting for that compatibility to come, and then I'll be like, yep, here we go.
Nice. Yeah, I'm excited. If it's looks good and I can play it with a controller, I'm gonna do it on PC with a controller. Maybe I'll try it with the mouse and keyboard, see how it feels.
I'm sure it'll feel fine.
No.
Although there are balance mechanics in it, so it might be.
Yeah, you're hitting the WASDs to balance yourself. Yeah, what would you do? You got to hold like Q and E so you don't fall over. So you grab the straps of your backpack, or maybe you hold both mouse buttons down.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough to say.
That's weird.
That's a tough to say because you kind of need like multiple fingers in multiple places, and
Exactly.
having WASD, holding Q, hitting E, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It might be a little bit awkward to
Maybe
do.
it's easier. Maybe it's just a toggle.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I really liked the time I played with it, but I
guess we should ask one of the Mosh.
Yeah, he would probably
Because
know.
he's been playing it on PC.
Yeah. I wish it was just coming to Xbox. It's not coming to Xbox.
Oh, it's on Game Pass.
Yeah, but it's coming to PC.
Oh, PC Game Pass.
Yeah. It's not coming to Xbox Game
You can't
Pass.
play it on Xbox with PC Game Pass? That's too bad.
No.
That's too bad.
The console version of Death Stranding was published by Sony.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that doesn't rule out it ever coming to the Xbox. It could eventually.
I mean, it is on Game Pass, which is a Microsoft thing.
Yeah, but the PC version is not published by Sony.
No, it's not.
The PC version is published by like 505 Games.
Yes.
Whereas console was published by Sony.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that doesn't mean it can never come to Game Pass or Xbox because Mass Effect eventually went to Sony and it was published by Microsoft.
Yeah.
So, but that was before BioWare was bought by EA.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who knows? Kojima's working on a game coming to Xbox. Maybe they'll work out a deal with Sony. Be like, you give us Death Stranding, we'll give you Overdose or whatever the fuck the game Kojima's working on is called. So
It'll be some kind of PT.
it's not going to be PT.
That's too bad.
It might be a horror game. It's not going to be PT.
No.
But does it need to be PT?
I mean,
Does it need to be Silent Hill?
It doesn't need to be, but that's what everyone seems to be clamoring for is like, oh my God, he's going to do PT. He's going to make PT a thing. It's not going to be like, it won't be Silent Hill, but it'll be like something similar.
No, I don't think it'll be something similar, but...
No? If it's a horror game?
Even if it's a horror game.
I mean, he's been wanting to do this game.
Well, no, he just wanted to do a game not Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Like, if he wanted to do PT, why didn't he do that when he made Death Stranding? He could have done it right then.
Yeah, I don't know. He could have, for sure.
Like, it's either like, oh, I'm making my new studio. Remember that PT thing I couldn't do with Konami? I'm going to do it now.
Yeah.
I'm free from the reins.
that's
I can
true.
do
He
whatever I
coulda-
want.
he coulda
But
done
instead,
it.
he's like, hey, I want to make this UPS simulator, okay? Like, won't that be incredible? That's what he went with?
Yeah. We're going to USPS all our way across the country.
Yeah. So he could have made PT already.
Yeah, he definitely could have, I guess.
So I think Overdose is going to be horror, probably. Maybe it's in a house. Who knows? But it's not going to be PT. It's not going to be Silent Hill. With a code name like Overdose, it makes me sound like there's going to be some sort of drug psychedelic thing going on with it. But the code name could mean nothing, really.
It's going to be Fallout 5? Was
He's
Fallout 5 the one?
He's going to be working on Fallout 5?
No, what was the one? Not
Well, Fallout 5
not
doesn't
Fallout,
exist,
Far
so-
Cry.
Oh, Far Cry.
Was it Far Cry 5 with the crazy drugs?
No,
that everyone
3?
was taking? Was that 3?
In the jungle?
No, not in the jungle, in like America.
Oh, that was 5, yeah.
Was that 5? Yeah. It'll be like 5, but also mixed with.
They must all have drugs in them then. Because in 3 there was a lot of drugs too.
Yeah, 5 was the one that they did in the
Colorado?
America, Southwest, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That one was crazy.
Did you play that one?
I didn't play it.
Oh, okay.
I watched a lot of people play it. I'm like, holy man, this is a trip.
Yeah, that was like in Far Cry 3 as well. When
Yeah.
you're in the jungle and they're dosing you and stuff like that.
It'll be something with like that, but
No.
with Resident Evil or
Tank controls?
not tank controls,
Oh.
like Silent Hill.
You think so?
Yeah,
No.
I mean, I'm just taking shots in the dark.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, anyways.
Yeah,
Who knows? But anyways, Death Stranding. I'm excited.
you can play it on PC Game Pass on the 23rd, which
Yeah,
is in
a
3
couple
days.
days from now.
3
I'm
days from
hoping
now.
that it's like it looks good on my PC.
I'm sure it will.
I hope so.
Maybe.
I mean, like, I don't know.
You got a 2070.
Yeah, but I mean, I got a 3060 too.
Oh, you got a 3060.
It's not in there, but I got one. But like, even like, I would like, No Man's Sky loads faster and looks better on my Xbox than it does on my PC.
Does it?
Yeah,
Huh.
but
Crazy.
I mean, it loads way faster on my Xbox. Way faster.
Yeah. Need to get a faster hard drive in your PC.
I mean, we're working on it.
Yeah.
We're working on it. We got to
Yeah.
do a lot of
We are
swippity
working on
swappities here. So, anyways, I'm excited,
Yes.
especially if it's Ultimate.
Yeah.
Or Director's Cut or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Twitch.
Nah.
Let's talk about TwitchCon.
Nah.
Let's talk about face masks will be required at TwitchCon this year.
Oh, crazy. I mean, that's a good thing.
It is a good thing, but it's I'm like, oh, okay, sure.
Well, just
How
think
can we
about the
remove-
average degenerate gamer that
yeah,
doesn't
I
even
guess so.
bathe. Like, they should probably have it. You have to have, they give you a mask and they give you deodorant when you walk through the door. And they're like, here you go. This is what you're required to do at TwitchCon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, is TwitchCon worse than like an anime convention? Probably not.
I don't know.
I would think an anime convention would be worse.
Maybe. I don't know. I've never been to a con, so.
Me neither. Me neither. I mean, it's good. Prevents people from getting sick.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yes.
But I mean, I don't know how it is in like other places, but here, like, I don't see anybody wearing masks anymore. Like, very rarely.
It is very rare here, but I mean, all the restrictions are off now.
Yeah.
As well. So.
Yeah. Again, it's like we've gone from the part of like, this is brand new. Everybody's getting sick. Everyone can die from it because it's new, until this point where it's like, you know, anyone that's it's like mutated enough now that it's like you don't got to worry about it as much. Like, I've had COVID, sucked, but like I'm not going to die from it, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I don't know how it is in like, you know, America or whatever.
No, me neither.
I guess it depends on the state too, the color of the state.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Yeah, so, and it also depends on the event. Like, maybe TwitchCon is a little bit more left leaning than most other conventions.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So, I'd wear a mask. I wouldn't be like, oh, I got to wear a mask. I'd be like, yeah, okay, fine. That's part of the deal to get here.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, so.
Yeah.
And it's still a pandemic, kind of.
Kind of.
I mean, you don't want to get monkeypox either.
Yeah, that would be the main one now is monkeypox,
I don't know how you get that anyway. I think it's through unprotected sex.
No, I think you can get it through just other, not necessarily unprotected sex, but just like fluids.
Yeah.
General fluids.
Fluid swapping. Don't swap your fluids, ladies and gentlemen. Keep
But
them
it's
to
so much
yourself.
fun. Yeah, I'd wear a mask at TwitchCon, but
Yeah, for sure.
I haven't worn them. I can't even think of the last time I wore a mask.
Yeah, me neither. It's been a hot minute, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't even think.
No.
Probably. Oh. Wait, did I have to wear one when I got my booster shot?
Oh, yeah, that was the last time I wore a mask.
No, I
when
don't
was in the
think I
hospital
had
last.
to. I know I wore it when I was in the hospital, but like that was in January, so that was well before the
I was there last month, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember, so. But it feels like an eternity.
Yeah,
since
for
I
sure.
wore one. But it felt like an eternity when I was wearing them too.
Yeah.
Even longer.
Yeah.
So I don't miss them, but I'd wear it if I was required to.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
All right, next up.
Uh-huh.
AIM Junkies
Uh-huh.
subpoena Valve to fight Bungie's copyright accusations.
Oh.
So AIM Junkies is a cheat maker that was making cheats for Destiny 2.
Destiny 2, Electric Boogaloo. I
Yeah.
mean the new batch.
Yeah, and so Bungie is suing the cheat maker for copyright infringement.
Uh-huh.
But AIM Junkie says, no, there wasn't any copyright infringement going on. We didn't use any of your code. It's all our code.
Yeah.
Which is it's such a weird thing. It's like, shouldn't you be suing them for making cheats, not just
Well, I
making
mean,
cheats
can
and
you
copyright
sue them
infringement?
for that?
I don't know.
I mean, it's probably against the end user agreement, so I guess you
Yeah.
could sue someone for breaking that. But yeah, for copyright infringement, that seems weird.
Yeah, and so AIM Junkie's like, hey, Valve, hey, help us out here.
How much money did they make that they can like actually do this?
I don't know. Must have been a bit. But they're also saying in the article that the time that their cheats were active was the time like Bungie had a lot of people playing at that time. They must have been using the cheats or
Yeah.
whatever. They're like, yeah, when we had the cheats going, you guys had a lot of players. And it was because of us and our cheats.
Huh.
I think that's what they were saying in there.
Very weird.
Yeah, it's super weird. But yeah, Bungie's trying to get these guys on copyright. And they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, well,
They must
do it.
think they have a good case about it. I mean, it's a weird one.
Yeah, it's definitely weird.
You'd have
I
to
was just
prove that they put your code into their like who knows, maybe it just had a Destiny logo on the
yeah, maybe.
package, like the installer or something like that. Like maybe that's what they're doing. I mean, that's kind of how they get around taking, law sort of things. It's like with Al Capone, like he didn't go to jail for like being a gangster. He went to jail for tax evasion because he didn't pay his taxes on his illegal funds. So that could be what this is too. It's like we can't get him on anything else. So like, let's go in for copyright infringement.
Yeah. So they're asking from Valve for the Destiny 2 monthly sales and player numbers between January 2017 and now.
Oh yeah. What is they trying to prove that the sales didn't go down because of their
Yeah, and the sales actually went up. That the game's overlay, that the in-game overlays that AimJunkie offered are not illegal, and that Steam offers a similar feature. So it's like an in-game overlay.
Yeah. I wonder what that does for you. Like, what does the overlay do?
I don't know. That's probably the cheat overlay. It just like pops up in the game, and then you can pick.
Oh,
the
and
cheat.
it shows, or else does it show like where people's relative location is? Like X-ray, it's an overlay.
They've also said subpoenas to PayPal and Google requesting information on multiple people that appear in Valve's filing, though it's unclear what the firm aims to do with the information requested.
So they've put in requests for information from Valve about Destiny.
Yeah, about their sales and player counts and stuff like that.
Huh. Weird. Very weird.
Yeah,
Well,
it's super weird.
We'll see how it goes, but again, yeah, how can you copyright infringement on a cheat?
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. Who knows? It could be just like, oh, there's the logo. Or you use the word Destiny 2 in the description. That's a trademark of Destiny. You can't do that.
Or you put your ones and zeros in the same spot they did.
Yeah.
I have no idea how it works, so
Crazy.
it's just I'm just talking out my butt now.
Yeah, fair enough. I guess this is their second attempt because it said in April their case was dismissed because they didn't have enough evidence.
Yeah. So now they're out there gathering evidence. Yeah, they must have made quite a bit of money if they can go back into court again.
Especially now you're basically going up against Sony.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're definitely going up against Sony now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's ballsy. And they must think they have like a deadly airtight case.
Yeah.
Otherwise, why do it?
Yep.
Oh, well, whatever, bird. Whatever.
Whatever.
Yep.
Speaking of whatever,
Uh-huh.
Mark Zuckerberg
Yeah.
updates his metaverse avatar to look slightly more human.
It's so stupid. This guy, man, he's got
article?
like the thinnest skin in the world.
Oh, yeah.
So
is this a Polygon article?
it's a Polygon article.
There you go.
Why?
Oh, it was Kotaku that you weren't doing anymore.
Yes. So he released some pictures of Metaverse, and it was like a picture of his avatar taking a selfie, and it looked like just like the most god awful, like Wii level bullcrap you've ever seen, and everyone was totally roasting it. Like,
Oh, God, it looks awful. I've not seen it before until now.
which one, the new one or the old
The
one?
old one.
Yeah, it's bad, right? If
It's
you look at
super
like
bad.
some of the there's some of the I thought in this one it showed some of the other ones. Oh yeah, if you click on the link that says dunked on the image,
Yeah.
it'll bring you to the Twitter like
Yeah, I'm scrolling
thread
through it right now.
where it'll be like they inserted him into his like little avatar into like the Facebook movie or like him doing his like deposition in front of the Congress and everything. It looks ridiculous.
Yes.
One of the best ones I saw was it showed the screenshot of him, but it was on an N64 cover, and it said the game was called like Mark's Big Adventure or something like that. And then the caption was newspapers died for this. But like imagine you're so thin-skinned that you release this avatar and you're like, no, that's not, we just did that really quick. Here's what the avatar actually looks like. And you have like your designers whip up a new avatar so you look slightly more human and like
I mean, it looks way better.
it looks better, but like obviously the first shot they did was like, this is what we're going with. This is what we've done. And then they get their feedback from Twitter where they just be like, you look like more of a robot than normal. So they have to like update it to this other terrible design that's slightly better, but also very bad as well. But imagine you're imagine you're Mark Zuckerberg, you got $50 billion fucking dollars and you're like, no, this is the avatar. Like, it looks way better, I promise. Please stop dunking on me. Why doesn't he just take his money and fuck off? Like, why does he got to do Metaverse now? No one asked for this shit.
He's just got ideas brewing in his head. He's got to get them out there.
See, this is the thing, though. This is the thing, though, is that he had one idea and everything else is a turd. And all he's surrounded by is yes men is like, oh, yeah, Mark, Metaverse? Oh, I love the look of the oh, look at your avatar. Oh, that's so fun and cartoony.
Are you paying me $1 million still? Oh, the man, it looks so great.
Yeah. It's like, holy fuck, no one wanted this, man. Like, they're spending what, $10 billion on Metaverse so far. Imagine how much good they could have done with $10 billion.
Yeah.
Fuck that. We don't need to help anybody.
I mean,
Let's make Metaverse.
yeah.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yes.
Just so terrible. Yeah, but even this new Mark Zuckerberg thing looks terrible. Why he's got $1 billion, like $50 billion? Why you get this haircut, man?
It's his haircut. It's his traditional alien home haircut.
Oh my
He has to keep
God.
it.
He needs to comb the hair down so it's not exposing his 5 head. Get a different t-shirt.
You have to wear the same t-shirt every day.
I know that's
Part
what
of the uniform.
Well, I know that's what Tobey Maguire did.
Yeah.
He wears the same gray t-shirt every day. And it's because like paparazzi, they always look like their old pictures because he's wearing the same shirt all the time.
That's Five Brain for sure. Right
Yeah,
there.
exactly. I don't know, man. Are you gonna you're gonna take the VR metaverse for a spin now that you got it set up?
Maybe. I
Go
mean,
walking around. Can you make a Mikey T avatar that looks better than this?
I don't know. I'm terrible at making avatars. I didn't know. Can I even do that with the Vive?
I don't know, man. I would think they would want you to, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I would assume they want every VR helmet to get into the metaverse. They would prefer you use the Oculus, but they would really like you to use it no matter what.
Yeah, like how do you even... I don't even know how to install it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's in a beta or something like that. I don't know.
The Viveverse. Explore Viveverse. What is
No, don't do
Viveverse
that either.
Metaverse?
Don't do that either.
How do I get the Vive on the Metaverse?
I mean, you don't.
How do I even get Metaverse?
Is that what you typed into Google? How do I even get Metaverse?
How do I even Metaverse?
Oh, yeah. You don't uninstall Facebook?
Metaverse Home, MVS? Mark Zuckerberg.
Man, like, did you see what he said on his Instagram about this picture? Also, I know the photo I posted earlier this week was pretty basic. It was taken very quickly to celebrate a launch. The graphics in Horizon are capable of much more, even on headsets, and Horizon is improving very quickly.
How to enter and access the Metaverse?
It's like if you're gonna release a picture, why didn't you just doctor it up in the first place?
Yeah.
No, they were happy with the way these fucking little tunes looked like, and they were like, no. Everyone dunked on it, so it was like, we better do something about it.
This is weird. I type in Metaverse, how to get on, and like, it's nothing takes me directly to there. It's just all how to get on Metaverse. I'm like, well, just give me the direct link.
It mustn't
so
be
I can
available
plug
yet,
my
otherwise
face
there would have
in.
been like 50 ads from Facebook telling you how to do it.
Step 1, you'll need an avatar. Step 2, time to explore the world. Step 3, play games. Step 4, make friends. But how do I get on? What's the link? Give me a
You don't need to know
download.
that. You don't need to know that.
How to enter the Metaverse, step-by-step guide.
No,
Well,
you
I'm
can't
gonna
do
stop
it.
talking about that.
You can't do it.
Let's
Metaverse is like NFTs.
Yeah. We almost went the whole podcast without mentioning NFTs.
It's a bunch of nothing.
There it is.
It's a bunch of nothing.
There it
I'm
is.
sorry.
2 hours, 20 minutes in.
It's
NFTs.
a bunch of nothing. I'm sorry.
All right, guys, that's going to be it for this week's podcast. A little bit light on the news.
Yep.
I slammed together. I had like 4 articles on here. I'm like, wow, that's not a lot.
Yeah, no, I was putting mine on there. I'm like, oh, they're already on here. I mean, it's the summertime. There's never much news anyways, so it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but just the way it happens to go.
Just the way it is.
Exactly. Yep.
Please, if you're listening to this, share us around the campfire, around the water cooler,
Mm-hmm.
around the broken down El Camino, whatever it is that you gather around.
The
please
broken
share us.
down El Camino. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Okay.
Share us, rate us, give us a review. Let us know how we're doing. Tweet at us at StreamVoid Pod.
Yes.
And let us know what you liked about the episode, what you didn't like about the episode, if you liked Chris's beard.
My name's Curb, and yes.
See, I've
been doxxed.
I've been hanging out with our IRL friends lately, and so I'm like, ugh.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. That's okay. I'll forgive you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mikey.
Yeah.
I just doxed your name.
No, I know. My name is just my name. That's how it works. Oh, we'll see you guys again in 1 week's time.
Goodbye.
It's alright.